Yeah, see, this is why I feel like I'd be much better on just,
I don't know.
audio.
When we first tried it, there was still that whole, like, awkward stuff. Not awkward, but, like, I think it's fun. It makes
awkward.
it approachable.
It's clunky, you know?
It's good stuff.
No, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. So anyway, with that out of the way, this is the group chat. This is our new podcast where myself, David, your host, I don't know.
One of them, yeah.
And he's like...
And I'm Stefen, and I am the other host, so co-host.
And with this, we wanted to create something where this whole thing. So basically, we're nerds. You know, we're really big nerds. Might not look like it, but we are. Happy Batman Day, by the way.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that.
You're welcome.
Suck it, Marvel.
So we you know, I kind of had an idea like, hey, a lot of times my friends and I, we spend a lot of our time just debating, because isn't that what nerds do? They just kind of just debate, you know, chess, checkers, D&D, Star Trek, you know. We're not into any of that. The new Star Trek films are really good, though, at least like the first one I know.
JJ.
But I was like, I want to create a podcast. I don't know what it's going to be about. We had a couple iterations before, I should say one. Saying a couple makes me sound so much cool,
like
full of ideas, but like really.
There were ideas were shot around, and you know we had a good start. Sweet D and the Juice had a short-lived idea, so this is 2.0.
But I thought of it. And I was like, well, you know, my friends and I, a lot of times we just debate about whatever, and I was like, why don't I get my friends together and we can just pit two characters against each other to see who would win. So, welcome.
And then, by all means, feel free to be included in this argument. You know, in comments or
post
suggestions
your comments down below,
and your thoughts on how you think the matchup would be, or if you have a suggestion for something, you know, we'd love to hear your thoughts too.
Mm-hmm.
So in this first nitty-gritty death battle of nerddom, we have Krillen from the Dragon Ball Z universe
versus Finn from Star Wars. So pretty weird mashup. Pretty weird mashup, but Krillen's going down.
I mean, look he's no Saiyan, he doesn't turn into a big old monkey, but Krillen's got some bananas in store for Finn, man. And like theoretically, they could be in the same universe. It's this galaxy far, far away, right? And like Dragon Ball Z is definitely in a galaxy far, far away.
It's Earth, though.
Well, I mean, kind of. Isn't Naboo just like Earth?
No.
Kind of.
No, oh, sorry, I was thinking of Tatooine. I'm like,
Tatooine.
No, that's a desert.
Definitely not.
I just thought it like, Bubbles versus Gregory.
That'd be awesome.
Right.
That would be wicked awesome.
Because you said bananas, and I was like, Bubbles?
Like, you know, man, Bubbles, that monkey versus Michael Jackson's pet monkey.
Michael Jackson had a pet monkey?
Yeah.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, for real.
What was it called?
I low-key want to say that monkey's also, his name was Bubbles. Yeah, maybe he was a fan of the show.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, that's weird.
But like, yeah, I want to see a monkey. Eepa would be called. Anyway, what makes you like Finn, like, you know, a contender?
Okay. The only reason I really thought about this is I was online and John Boyega was like the actor who plays Finn in Star Wars. In case you didn't know, he was like, Disney, put a black actor up in the front in your face in Star Wars, thinking he's gonna be a Jedi, wielding the lightsaber, this and that, and then just kind of pushed him to the side. We all thought, that he was, next Jedi. I'm definitely, Rey, great protagonist. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy that there's a female lead. A strong female lead. In the franchise, because it's very obviously like lightsabers, jets, this and that, fucking, spaceships, very male dominated. So like it's cool that Rey, is at the forefront. I guess my thought is like, yeah, don't kind of be like, oh hey, here's this black actor who's gonna be doing this, and then like side character. It's not an issue that that someone else is. It's just like he could have had a little bit bigger of a role. Granted, I should have prefaced this by saying I haven't seen the last the most recent Star Wars film. I haven't seen it. I've wanted to, but just never got around to it. But I've seen some things online and it makes me like, really? That's what they went with? But anyway, Finn from Star Wars. Ninth, right? Force Awakens?
Episode 7.
Wield a lightsaber. Pew, pew, pew. No, that's not.
You know, man. Everyone does that in their room. They don't know. Say if he did, say if he was able to control the Force and actually was a Jedi. I don't know. I think he could do some damage to Krillen. The sad thing, like, unfortunately, Krillen's already died, like, 3 times.
Yeah, so he's fearless.
Bring
it.
So, he's definitely seen some stuff. Luckily, he's come back with, like, the traditional Earth Dragon Balls, and then the Namekian ones where you can make, like, the same wish more than once, once you have them. So, like, that's a nice thing to have in your... But the only problem is, you have to find them. So Krillen's seen death, he's come back. He's got senzu beans so he can heal himself. He has an understanding of a katana because he almost killed Vegeta with one, but definitely not a lightsaber. So
you're talking. Okay, I was like, what? Like, what are you actually talking about? But you're talking about when Vegeta and Nappa came to Earth. Okay, because when he took Yajirobe's. Okay, got it. Yeah.
So like he has like Finn. Oh, I've used the sword. Krillen's also used the sword, and like side character wise. Like Krillen's forever in the background.
Oh no, Krillen has like. So, if you look at like, just Dragon Ball Z, and like Star Wars, Krillen literally is one of the most like really. Okay, if Krillen wasn't there, what would have been the catalyst for Goku to go Super Saiyan?
I'm not sure.
Literally nothing.
Well, I don't know about that. Eventually,
Piccolo!
I feel like him battling Vegeta might have probably irked him into being a Saiyan, going Super Saiyan. Like, because in the end, that's how his rival becomes. Like, because him and Krillen are always going against each other.
Yeah,
Krillen,
friends.
They training together, but in order to be the best, right? Goku, multiple occasions, references how good Vegeta is and that he wants to get better than him.
Yeah, but I feel like Goku's motivation isn't... I mean, sure, like, he loves to fight, that's his motivation, but Vegeta's motivation is more like, fuck you, Kakarot. I'm gonna be better than you. And Goku's just like, haha, Super Saiyan go, like, whatever, So, but I guess what I'm saying is, like, Frieza killed Krillen, and he was like... that's like my best friend, talking about from Dragon Ball days. So I feel like if Krillen wasn't there, I guess my main point of what I'm trying to say is, even though a support character, Krillen has shown up in basically every major Dragon Ball Z video game. He's a central figure.
Well, I mean, you say the same thing of Finn.
Kind of, but like he's forgettable.
Not kind of. He is in every iteration of this new franchise, right? It's him, Rey, and Kylo Ren. That's the big three of this new trilogy.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, but like, okay,
Disney definitely backpedaled. All I'm suggesting is once Dragon Ball Z is Dragon Ball Z, it's Vegeta, Goku, and then whoever the bad guys are, and then a smattering of side characters Piccolo,
that's true.
Krillen, like in their own right, they're excellent characters.
Yeah.
But in the scheme of things, no one's like, where's the bald mask so I can be Krillen?
It's true. Okay, that's fair.
You know, like,
okay, that's true. Yeah.
Even Goku is not as popular. When we were at Comic-Con, when Goku and the Christopher Sabat, like Sean Shell, who plays Goku, and Christopher Sabat as Piccolo and Vegeta were there, the line for Vegeta outweighed Goku.
Yeah, true.
So
I remember that. He was just standing there.
He was just standing there. I'm Goku. But anyway, my point is, so while Krillen is an integral part to the Z Fighters, and arguably the heart and soul of the team, you know, like he very much in his own right is a supporting character who does have lengthy arcs and important moments. But originally, Krillen's an underdog, man. Like, he was a monk, and then other monks, like, made fun of him. Yep. So that's why he joined up with Roshi, so he could pick up chicks and then make all of those guys his bitches. And be like, fuck you, man. Like, I'm worthy, you know? True. So, like, I feel like Krillen in his own way has climbed to the peak where he is, like, acknowledged as the strongest, like, human.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So he definitely deserves like some fight that establishes him as like, like Krillen's not a name to be fucked with or dragged through the mud.
That's
you know.
But I like it. How hard can you feel like, oh, that's my boy Krillen?
It's like I feel
I'm into him.
But that's what the point of this fight is, to establish that Krillen. Like, hit him, Krillen! Like, Destructo Disc ain't nothing to fuck with, you know what I mean? Like, or you question his presence near rocks. You know what I mean? If you see Krillen in a rock, you run. That's what this is about.
True,
like, Finn's gonna tuck tail and run.
That's true. I mean, okay.
And also, Krillen spits way more game than Finn does. Like, in the picking up chick department.
I mean, yeah.
He can't
even talk to her, right? He's like, you got a boyfriend? Yeah, and then, nope. Nope.
Like, he's way smoother. Finn was way smoother.
Oh, no, for sure. I mean, and also, okay, like, it takes gusto. It takes ways to be able to leave the First Order. You know, just to be like, you know what? I'm seeing them pillaging this village, looking for I forget what Kylo was looking for, but I'm not about it. I'm out, guys. You know, peace out. You know, and just to kind of just to say, yeah, no, I'm gonna join the resistance. You know, even though like it was kind of half-assed at first, like, yeah, I'm just kind of here. I don't really know what's going on. I'm not a hero, but like I kept running. And I ran into you, whatever, you know. But yeah, you know, that takes something, you know. Yeah,
it takes a pair. Yeah. Finn isn't a sissy. I feel like though, right, where Krillen kind of has a direct path, right, to like support Goku. Yeah. You know, Finn was kind of just like, we have a black main character and that's enough.
Yeah. That's literally, yeah.
Like, Disney didn't have a plan for him. They're like, oh, well, in this situation, he's just gonna do this.
It was very misleading. Like, the second of the new films, let's see, wow.
Oh, The Last Skywalker?
Yeah, no.
No, Last Jedi, sorry.
Yeah, that one. What was all that?
Yeah.
You know, I liked the film a bit more than you did, but garbage. Recipes.
Straight up garbage.
You know, but I don't know. If we're looking at this in my head as Finn as a full-fledged, well, not full-fledged, you know, but Finn as a Jedi, I think he could do some damage to Krillen.
If he were to gain like force, like hone his force, like because he said he is force sensitive, right? That's what like this is a spoiler for you, but like he whispers something to Rey in The Last Skywalker, the last movie. No one knew what he whispered to her. Like everyone thought it's like, oh, I love you. No, they're gonna die. And he's like, I'm force sensitive. Like John Boyega has said that's what he whispered to Ray. So it's like, if he had that training, what kind of like power, like force lightning, force choke, force push, what kind of stuff do you think he'd roll with?
Well, force lightning and force choke, that's like Sith powers.
I get that, but like, you never know.
You don't see Obi-Wan choking out Grievous.
No, it's not true. Because remember, he went like that and was messing with like his internal organs.
Okay, but not from like the throat. He was doing,
He still was doing some stuff. He was like, force appendicitis.
Don't you Kenobi? No.
He just shits himself.
That's the movie.
But like, what kind of force stuff in the like? If they were to be on like a Namek or something, and we're gonna brawl, or Naboo or Jakku, right? What type of force stuff are you suggesting?
Okay, I'm thinking force pull and push. Well,
okay,
I did pull. I did pull and push. Pull and push. Pull and push. Obviously, I think some sort of telepathy.
Okay.
Because I mean, think about it. Okay, he is granted a low level, but he's a stormtrooper. So he went through obviously combat training, probably some mental fortitude, because you saw in A New Hope, Obi-Wan Kenobi's just like, oh, what? These are the droids you're looking for, dog. Like, the First Order can't have their troops being being mind tricked like that. You gotta have some mental fortitude. So he's probably gone through some sort of crazy rigorous training. Also, he was under Captain Phasma, and she's like top dog when it comes to keeping her troops in line, general, so I'm sure she didn't go easy on anyone,
Do you think though, because like in Star Wars, clone troopers have a history of just like not being able to shoot? You know what I mean? Like they miss, like, they're shoots to the left, shoots to the left. So like if that's the route Finn's going, like they're kind of an incompetent army.
Yeah, they don't really stand a chance.
I mean, Krillin's mellow as hell, so unless like you got Marin and you're gonna like shoot her or harm Gohan or somehow hurt like Android 18, but like she's super swole. Like I don't see how like.
So my thinking is, I don't know. Not that this has anything to do with that, I kind of feel like because he's Stormtrooper that we can kind of. I feel like he's smarter than the rest of them.
Okay.
Like they're just kind of drones. They're just kind of like like, yeah, just straight like just not really like we're doing it. Okay, make it look like we're doing our job so we don't get hurt, choked later from Vader. But I feel like he's competent. So and he's been shown to use a blaster, right?
Yeah, he's used a blaster and he has used the lightsaber. So both like he has knowledge of how to use both.
Yeah. So and also like I said, Captain Phasma gone through rigorous training. You can't have like. No, so he's definitely proficient with a rifle.
I don't know, man. Like Phasma, I guess Roshi is totally way more lax than like Phasma because Krillen would just give him porn and he'd be like, "Oh, okay, like yeah, that's cool." So like, yeah, I could see him having more mental fortitude necessarily than Krillen, who is just like karate and porn. Like those. Like, so.
Yeah, but also in defense of Krillen, he came from the Crane School. So, granted, he was a monk.
He was bullied, though, by these people.
True, very true.
And, like, they both kind of tucked tail and ran from their original, like, orders, per se, right? Like,
yeah.
So, Crane School, Krillen got bullied and hated on, so he dipped.
Both
and
bitches.
then Finn was like, "You're doing stuff I'm not down with.
Yeah.
I'm out."
Yeah. But, I mean, in the end, Master Roshi's training did have a purpose. They were kind of like, this is dumb. But then, I forget what, I just remember reading the manga, like, they're like, oh, hey, now we can jump. And then they're like, whoa, what's going on? All the crap that we did actually made a difference. How that relates to what we were originally talking about, I don't remember. But
I feel like you've turned to Team Krillen.
No, I definitely haven't. I'm just, I know way more about Dragon Ball Z than I really do about like I know a lot about Star Wars, but not like.
Do you know whose fault this is though? Disney has wronged you.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah, they've wronged you.
Yeah, no.
They've wronged us of Finn and his background. I mean, arguably in the third movie, and I know you haven't seen it, and
I don't care about spoilers.
all right, well, like he meets.
I'm just gonna read it, but he meets his parents.
No, he meets.
Dumb.
He meets this other character who was part of like either the First Order, I believe, or it was like somebody who like they had a similar background. Okay. So like they connected, and that was cool. But it didn't really explain anything more than that. It also hinted that chick was like Lando Calrissian's possible daughter. That was something that seemed to occur. But anyway, back to Finn. Like his origins are still a tad bit of a mystery, and you know his potential, like you're saying, never has really been unlocked. Well, Krillen has had years of like, reach new heights. You know,
yeah.
Like I guess
even in death. He trained.
Right. And you know, and he's faced death multiple times. He saved the world in the galaxy multiple times. You know, presently Krillen's a retired sea fighter.
Yeah.
You know, he's a cop. He has hair now. It's real weird.
Agreed.
So,
but
like, if anyone had more, like, I mean, obviously he, you know, still interacts and helps out where he can.
Yeah. No.
But I mean, I don't know. All the way around, I think he's kind of more well-rounded character than Finn has been given that potential.
Like, well, definitely. I mean,
So-
you can only, you know, Dragon Ball Z's been around for, you know, over 20 years. So you can definitely flesh out.
Well, so is Star Wars. Star Wars has been around for at least 20 years, but the Finn character has only been around
for like maybe like not even like 5 to 6. Really?
Yeah, whenever I forget when your first Force Awakens week was.
You know, so he's definitely got that on him. Let me think. I'm just.
Hopefully they do more in like the expanded universe. Like I know the
know if
books
that's canon.
and the comics.
I don't think that's canon though.
Really?
I'm pretty sure that with the new movies they were like, well, everything outside of the movies is besides the Mandalorian, but that takes place way
To
even
26
before
years,
the Phantom Menace, right?
I think something like that. Yeah.
But
then, like when the movies came out, like you're saying, so everything prior to the movies is retconned, right?
kind of. So you know, everything from the Phantom Menace all the way through, including Rogue One, and Solo.
Yeah.
Which I haven't seen Solo, but I heard it was. Listen, I heard people are like, it's not good. Da da da. I get the feeling it's better than people are giving it credit.
That's true. Yeah. Hopefully they tell
I
more
think it's
stories.
just Star Wars fatigue that was going on.
Well, it's kind of like the Marvel fatigue thing.
Which I was talking to Kelsey the other day. I'm like, there hasn't been a Marvel movie yet in like nothing.
Yes, it's Endgame.
Nothing,
Sure.
and it's been fantastic. I'm not like I love Marvel. I love superhero movies, but oh my god, it's daunting. It's daunting. It's just like new superhero movie every year.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not true. No, I'm talking about Marvel because Wonder Woman.
That's DC.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
But
Just making sure.
I'm aware.
Okay.
But yeah, no new Marvel movies. So like, all right.
Yeah. DC time. But anyhow, I think another thing to look at is like Finn, right? Much like Black Panther, right? And Chadwick Boseman's performance, you know, it gives children, you know, like, hey, there's someone who looks like me.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
definitely.
so like that type of thing. But there's
That's
no
why-
like short white bald kid who's like, that's me. Like, oh yeah, Krillen, that's my guy.
Definitely. That's
You know?
why it was really exciting. Well, I mean, you can relate to like the human element.
Oh, yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is Finn is, you know, more than just a character.
No, for sure.
You
So
know?
that's why I was really excited to kind of see, you know, oh shoot, a Black Jedi. You
Yeah.
know, like that's cool. That's cool. But on the flip side, it is very cool that 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 little girls can be like, oh hell yeah, like women can be Jedis too.
Right.
But even though there already were women like Ahsoka, but like, and Princess Leia, granted not a Jedi, but I mean, the movies have shown that she too was force sensitive. Everyone's force sensitive in Star Wars. Even Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks is force sensitive.
He's supposed to be the big bad.
That little winged gremlin thing in the first movie, he's force sensitive. The Jawas are sensitive. The Ewoks are very force sensitive.
George Lucas is just trying to tell you everyone's sensitive in their own way.
Is force sensitive. That little kid with the broom.
That was dumb.
He's force sensitive.
Rian Johnson, you ruined Star Wars. I just want you to know that. You ruined it.
J.J. Abrams liked it.
J.J. Abrams is just being polite.
No, he wasn't.
Because he messed up his whole arc that he had. And then the last Skywalker was like, how can I fix this thing that this dude retconned for my movie and made not important? And yeah, he just like, here's a shit sandwich, and then he was trying to make that better for us. So JJ, you're the real hero. But anyhow,
I'd say keep personal feelings out of this.
Krillen is the real deal, and I like to think what ended up happening is, like, prior to his first order, for him leaving the first order, they were in a skirmish, right? And they stormed Namek, and then Piccolo was all like, "Yo, the first order came."
Okay. So let's go on. So we're setting the stage. So
yeah,
fight's taking place on Namek.
Yep. The First Order's come to get the Namekian Dragon Balls to defeat the Jedi.
Okay, got it. Okay. And Finn is with the troop that tries to seize the planet. Okay, cool. Wouldn't Frieza just be like, the hell?
Frieza's now in league with these guys.
Okay. But, I feel like Frieza would be like, nah, Captain Phasma. Boom, death beams. I'm the captain now. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
But based on Frieza's character, don't you think Frieza would use them to get what he wanted and then kill them?
Definitely. They 100%. Okay, yes.
You've brought me the Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, for sure. Okay, so anyway, so they're on Namek. I don't know if circumstances leading up to whatever fight are really that important, but
right.
Basically, they have it out. Finn, if this is him in the First Order, no lightsaber, just a blaster, his mental, his training, that's all he's really got. Krillen at that point, what did he have? He could do the spirit bomb, right? Yep, and Destructo disc.
And his Kamehameha is iffy. He's honed it, in the canon.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, it's just iffy.
Yeah.
So I would say arguably spirit bomb, Destructo disc. But I don't honestly think these two characters would fight each other, specifically if the First Order was pillaging, and Finn was like, I'm not about that. So maybe he would help Krillen out.
I feel like yeah, even then he would always be bound to just kind of be I don't want to say deserter because I just paints on a bad light, but I feel like he would just kind of lean toward the side of good,
right?
Regardless, so yeah. But if this wasn't like that, then I know, I said Finn, you said Krillen, but I kind of feel like no matter what way, it may, okay, so not really no matter what way, in this scenario, Finn First Order, Namek Krillen, Krillen wins.
If it was the scenario where Finn was on Namek, right, then Krillen definitely takes the cake from that point because Finn doesn't have any experience with the lightsaber or even come into contact with it whatsoever. But, flipping the script, like you mentioned in episode 7, when he does, mess around with a lightsaber, how do you think he would do?
I think that if he had the lightsaber, post Star Killer Star Killer base battle, he would have the edge. He would definitely. I feel like he would have the edge. You said just ha.
Yeah, he just
And then,
yeets it.
And then yeah. So I think Finn would definitely have the edge with the lightsaber. Anything past that, no, definitely not. No, he'd get stopped.
So like, though, as far as Krillin's attacks, obviously Kamehameha is kind of the all fatal, and he's kind of iffy to start with that move. But like Spirit Bomb, Destructo Disc, you think a lightsaber could withhold? Or at least deflect.
Well, yeah, no. So I don't know about. I don't know about deflect, but it could definitely, if it's a power attack versus a power sword, just slice it in two.
Gotcha. But if he gets the Spirit Bomb, like when he's up there doing the whole shebang.
Well, no, he's a person. He's gonna die.
So he's got that one last the last yeet. Yeah.
So, he throws it, and then Krillen, because you can't move with the Spirit Bomb. You can't just be like, ooh, look at me. But
too little dance.
So he throws it. Done. Yeah, that's it. But like I said, anything past that, no, nope. He can't. Because Krillen, he participated in the Tournament of Power,
right?
And that statement alone, I participated, didn't win. Well, no, they kind of won. I don't remember. In the Tournament of Power, you can't go up against someone like that.
No, you're right.
Oh, what did you do? Oh, I defected from from the militia that I'm in, and what about you? Oh, I participated in the Tournament of Power.
Yeah, I mean, even in his first go, he came in 8th.
Yeah,
the first time.
Bro.
I see. You can't really flex on him.
I think Krillen takes this one.
Krillen takes this one. All right, man. So remember, Goku is not just the only guy, powerful dude in Dragon Ball Z. Krillen, while he might be lovable and a side character, he is just as metal. You heard it here first on the group chat. So
leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. So yeah, if if you have any ideas or any suggestions or anything like that for mashups, or for who we should have fight each other next, let us know. Again, leave a comment, leave a like, and please subscribe. And thanks for joining us on our first episode of the group chat.